Welcome to the Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that have happened involving NDE. We'll start with the first state board meeting of 2018. After the commissioner gave an update on the strategic plan, the big agenda item was choosing the new board leadership for 2018. The board voted to elect John Witzel as president. Witzel was appointed to the state board in 2014 and was elected to the board in 2016 to represent District 4. He also served as the vice president in 2017. President Patricia Timm was voted in as vice president for 2018. Timm was first appointed to the state board in 2004. She was most recently re-elected to the board in 2014 to represent District 5 and has served as board president twice, including last year. Earlier this week, staff members involved with the NDE Connectors Group were able to see Project Search in action at the Cornhusker Marriott. Project Search is a Nebraska VR and Nebraska business partnership that helps place high school students with disabilities into workplaces like the Cornhusker. The student interns at the hotel go through 3 different work rotations, learning skills they can use to get a job after they graduate. The interns gave NDE staff a tour of the Cornhusker and showed off what they've learned and the work that they do every day. It has been a great week for Nebraska schools, with both students and teachers taking the spotlight. 2 Lincoln students were chosen to represent Nebraska in the 2018 U.S. Senate Youth Program. Nicole Fintel from Lincoln East High School and Buthani Hassan Ibrahim from Lincoln Northeast High School will join 102 other students from around the country in Washington, D.C. While in D.C., the students will attend meetings with senators, representatives, the president, and a justice of the Supreme Court. The Senate Youth Program helps grow knowledge of the American political process and a lifelong commitment to public service. In addition to the week in Washington, the Hearst Foundations provide each student with a $10,000 undergraduate college scholarship. And students weren't the only ones earning accolades this week. South Sioux City 8th grade science teacher John Pickenpaugh was given the Milken Educator Award.
And the winner is Mr. John Pickenpaugh.
Considered the Oscars for teaching, the Milken Family Foundation gives out a small number of awards every year to the best and brightest around the country. Pickenpaugh is one of just 44 recipients this year. He was chosen because of his dedication to his students. Pickenpaugh is well known for helping his students become the best they can be, both in and outside of the classroom. He's also a leader in the district, helping develop standards-based curriculum. Lieutenant Governor Mike Foley helped surprise Pickenpaugh with the recognition and a $25,000 check Milken says is an investment in his teaching future. And while in South Sioux City, the Lieutenant Governor also made a surprise stop to Cardinal Elementary to present a legislative resolution to Michelle Helt for being named the 2018 Nebraska Teacher of the Year. Thank you for tuning in to this Week in Review. We'll see you next week with the latest news from NDE.